here's a quick tutorial of how I created these brows. So first of all, I have this eyebrow contour. I'm using my eyebrow contour and I'm using my gel liner. If you don't have the eyebrow contour, it's totally fine. So I'm using the eyebrow contour to just dampen, not dampen, but to just dry out whatever foundation or product is on my brows. The reason I'm using the contour because it helps to dry out, give my gel liner a matte finish. So if you are okay with your gel liner or your gel liner already has a matte finish, that is totally fine. So now I am outlining the the eyebrow I want to create. I'm outlining it as it suits her face. So I did a lower part and I went ahead to outline the upper part of her brows. So you can see that I'm taking it very gradually. You can do your brows while you've already started your base work, like you say your foundation or your highlighting, or you can do your brows at the beginning of your makeup. But as a beginner, I totally recommend doing it before you start any other thing on your face. So you can see the way I'm gradually outlining it. So of course, before you start outlining your makeup, your eyebrow, ensure that the eyebrow is thoroughly shaped and carved, of course. So I'm outlining it just the way I want it. So the reason why I said as a beginner I recommend doing your brows first is because should in case you make any mistake or any flops, you can easily conceal very much, or you can clean and restart. But if you have gone far in your makeup, cleaning everything is going to be a whole mess. So you can see that I used tiny strokes to start from the beginning of our brows. I used tiny strokes, and of course I created those strokes by just marking it upwards. So while the other part I filled in the other part. Always try to make your your brow arc as suitable for the face or for your face as possible. You see, I'm taking the second one too. I'm doing strokes. So not everybody's face is the same thing, and not all kinds of arc or pattern of brows will suit everybody. So always try to find your arc. Always try to know your arc. So now I'm taking my concealer and my concealer brush. I'm using my LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Toffee. So when you are using your concealer is just supposed to be about um 2 shades lighter max than the skin tone. Okay, don't use concealer that is too light or too dark. So you can see I'm applying I took in small concealer, but I concentrated the concealer just under the brows where I am concealing. This is because I have already done the rest of the makeup. So applying too much concealer to spread into all those portions may cause a mess, because of course I've already started baking the face and all of that. So you can see it, I'm taking the concealer very gently with my concealer brush, and of course now I'm blending it out. So after I do that for the lower part, I will still do the same for the upper part. So I'm just going to, of course, conceal it. If you don't have a gel liner like I'm using, you can use your brow pencil, but I always ensure that your brow pencil is very sharp in order to create neat outlines. Okay, so if you have a brow or gel liner, so and you don't know how to use it perfectly, this is the best way to use it. So like I said, I use mine with that brow contour to enable my gel liner to come out matte and give it that definite finish. Okay, so you can see that I'm gradually contouring the upper part of the brows and I am blending it. You can see now that the upper part has been carved. You may wonder why I didn't conceal the uppermost part. That's because of course I felt because it already has a definite outline look, so I don't need to conceal it. So the purpose of concealer obviously is to make the brows pronounced. Okay, make it pronounced and conceal any excess outline, or conceal it to make it much neater and well and outlined. So I'm doing the same thing for this next brow. I'm taking it just beneath the outline, and I'm concealing it. You can as well spread it all the way to her eyelid. However, I already applied concealer on her eyelid, so I didn't want to apply extra again. So once I conceal that part, I always like to blend it immediately, so I don't have any trouble blending, or it doesn't get dry quickly or anything. I just like to work my way as I'm going. Okay, so I know that I've done with that process. So now, like I said, as I've done the lower part, I will go ahead to do the upper part. So you can see that ensure to always take off the excesses from your concealer. So you can apply your concealer on your hand, on the back of your palm, then be taking small portions and wipe out the excesses before you apply, if you are applying it while you had already started your makeup. But if not, you can apply enough to conceal it. So I noticed I dented that place with concealer a little, so I'm going to go ahead and use my gel liner to just fill it back up. You can see this is the reason why I said if you are a beginner, you have to do your brows first, because any small mistake, you may get frustrated if you do not have a hack, or if you do not have the way to adjust it like a professional would. So you can see I'm taking it very gently, very slowly. Okay, very slowly, very gently. So if you are still a beginner, yours may not be this fast, but it's totally fine. It is progress. Practice makes perfect. So I'm filling in all the places that are scanty. If you have a full brow, or if your brows are full, or the person's brow you're working with is full, you can only fill in the portions where is scanty after you have outlined your brows. So I have concealed all that, and this is the final look. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, do well to give this video a thumbs up. Do well to like this video, leave your comments and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification icon, so when next I drop a new video, you'll be the first to see it. So stay tuned and bye.